Take a closer look. An individual appears to be accompanied by a spectral figure. I can assure you that this recording is genuine and not fabricated. It captures someone's genuine response to encountering a ghost. This particular occurrence took place in Bristol as part of an art installation, which was awarded the Shadows category in 2014. The installation involved a concealed camera housed within a lantern, which captured an image of an unsuspecting passerby and their shadow. This image was then projected for subsequent passersby. It's simple. Throughout history, people have sought ways to frighten both malevolent spirits and each other. Some adorned their black costumes with drawings of skeletons, while others chose masks like this one. It has a truly creepy look. These days, technological advances have made it easy to induce fear in people. Simply using the skills of an experienced makeup artist can easily instill terror in anyone. Indeed, there are technologies that go beyond makeup and can create a more complex and immersive experience. For example, Cirque du Soleil uses precisely synchronized quadcopters in mesmerizing aerial shows to create a mystical effect. In addition, there are various inventions and concepts that can induce fear in people, such as using quadcopters to simulate the flight of dead animals, using robots or people with sinister motifs, designing prisons and haunted castles to terrify holes in the body with iPads. Although none of these are real, they illustrate the range of inventions that can induce fear in humans. According to historical accounts, it is claimed that genuine poltergeists exist. During the 19th century, there was a surge in ghost hunting activities, and photography emerged as a highly advanced technology of that era. Ghost hunters utilized photography to capture images believed to depict ectoplasmic residue, emanations from the souls of deceased individuals that were purportedly irresistibly drawn to their living relatives. These ghostly figures would appear to stand or even hover behind the backs of the living, giving rise to a phenomenon referred to as Ouija photography. A photograph showing the ghost of President Abraham Lincoln embracing his wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, is often cited as a compelling example. However, many believe it to be fiction. In the 1860s, a photographer named William Mumler accidentally took two pictures on the same photographic plate, resulting in a ghostly figure appearing next to him. This effect is known today as double exposure. At the time, however, people were unaware of the phenomenon and often attributed such occurrences to genuine paranormal activity. Following his accidental discovery, William Mumler indeed capitalized on the popularity of spiritualism by declaring himself a medium, claiming the ability to communicate with the afterlife. This venture proved to be highly lucrative for him. However, his activities came under scrutiny, and he was eventually exposed by Harry Price, a well-known figure in the field of investigating supernatural claims during that time. The provided picture depicts Harry Price attending the reception of another fraudulent medium named Rudy Schneider, highlighting Price's role as a renowned ghostbuster who actively worked to uncover and debunk such charlatans. This is a selfie of Harry Price, showing us what a real ghost hunter looked like. The 19th century era was steeped in mysticism, and wealthy people were able to summon famous historical figures, such as Napoleon or Cleopatra, several times a day. The technology available in the 19th century was relatively primitive, but photographs taken at the time looked plausible and were often circulated as genuine evidence of paranormal phenomena. Fear is a powerful means of controlling attention. There are indeed numerous locations that have gained a reputation for instilling fear, one of which is the Eastern Pennsylvania State Penitentiary. This prison has become a popular Halloween attraction, offering tours throughout the year, and it is believed by some to be haunted. During his visit to the prison, renowned author Charles Dickens remarked that it was worse than any form of physical torture. Disturbing accounts suggest that children as young as 12 years old, and even animals, like dogs, were subjected to confinement and torment within its walls. Torturous practices employed within the prison ranged from the use of straitjackets to iron gags and the infamous insane chair. In this prison, the blood really chills. but not from the scary sounds, gnashing, and incomprehensible phenomena, but from the stories. Indeed, frightening stories have the power to endure for extended periods of time, such as the infamous Amityville nightmare. This haunting tale revolves around a cabin situated in the town of Amityville, which has gained a reputation as one of the most cursed places in America. The narrative originates from the tragic incident where Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered his parents, followed by his 2 sisters and 2 brothers. DeFeo claimed that he was compelled to commit these heinous acts by an Indian chief. The events surrounding the Amityville tragedy have captivated audiences and inspired numerous adaptations. Jay Anson's best-selling book, titled The Amityville Horror, delved into the terrifying experiences reported by subsequent occupants of the cabin. Additionally, the story has been adapted into 10 different movies, further perpetuating its chilling legacy. After the tragic murders, however, the Lutz family moved into the house, aware of its dark history. Soon after their arrival, they began describing numerous supernatural phenomena that allegedly occurred in the house. Among these phenomena were mysterious voices, inexplicable brass band sounds, doors and windows opening and closing by themselves, swarms of flies, hooded ghosts, a strange green substance seeping through walls and ceilings, disturbing smells, sudden changes in temperature. It is important to note, however, that the Lutz family's official statement and their claims of paranormal experiences have been vigorously challenged. It has been established that the Lutz family collaborated with William Weber, attorney for convicted murderer Ronald DeFeo, to stage a hoax. Their intention was to create a sensational work that would allow them to sell book and movie rights, which would generate significant financial profits. The Amityville ghost has since been considered a controversial and debunked story based on the Lutz family's collaboration with Weber. Moreover, their actions nearly led to a potential reassessment of the DeFeo trial. As the investigation and verification deepened, inconsistencies and errors in both the Lutz family's accounts and Jay Anson's book began to emerge. Eventually, William Weber admitted that he made up the gruesome stories in collaboration with the Lutz family. Many people at that time did not know even the most basic technology. The famous case of the haunted house, appropriately named Haunted House, which was built back in 1912. The family living in the house had a horrific experience. As the homeowner recounted in her diary, she expressed feelings of growing fatigue and indifference, noting the severe cold in the evenings, which forced her to use scarves and shawls at all times. The children's appearance was described as disturbing. Consequently, the hostess decided to take them away for a period of rest after Christmas. During their absence, George, a member of the family, experienced unsettling occurrences during the night. On multiple occasions, he would wake up to the sound of a bell ringing, only to find no one when he checked the front and back entrances of the house. Furthermore, he was awakened by what seemed like the ringing of a telephone, despite no visible source of the sound. Once, he abruptly jumped out of bed after being roused by the howling and rumbling of a fire engine carriage, seemingly arriving in front of the house, only to discover no evidence of such an event upon looking out the window. Additionally, when George would sit at his desk during nighttime, with his back facing the hallway, he consistently experienced a sensation of someone being behind him, observing his every move. This unsettling feeling of being watched added to the eerie ambiance within the house. Living in such a state of fear and uncertainty for several months must have been truly terrifying for the family. However, a subsequent inspection of the house shed light on the underlying cause of their distressing experiences. It was discovered that the heating furnace within the house was malfunctioning, leading to the constant release of carbon monoxide. This poisonous gas can cause illness and induce hallucinations that may resemble paranormal occurrences. Once the furnace was repaired, the haunted house returned to being a regular dwelling, albeit with an eerie appearance that may have lingered. The resolution of the furnace issue provided a rational explanation for the family's ordeal and brought an end to their unsettling experiences. Indeed, science often holds the key to unlocking the mysteries behind the sounds, phenomena, and strange occurrences that can instill fear in us. By paying attention to scientific explanations and being open to rational analysis, we can better understand the world around us and lessen our fears. That's all for today. And as always, pump your brains. Bye.